Welcome to Bravo Hot Tea. We are covering New Jersey today. So, the new season is about to premiere in a few days, and already the week and a half before, there's so much going on in New Jersey. And I figure let's just take a moment to kind of go through what's happening in the real world and I guess kind of what we can expect on the show. So, let's get to it. All right. There's a lot going on in the real world, so let's get into that, where the ladies are, some of the news stories coming out, why they're fighting with each other. It's just, like, a whole lot going on right now. Now, right off the bat, I'm not gonna stay on this topic for too long, but Teresa and Jackie. Okay, let's just, like, take that in for a moment. Teresa and Jackie. Who ever thought that these 2 would ever come together and be friendly, and then now they seem like they're pals, like they're buddies, they're friends. And I had to look it up. I'm like, "Wait, how did these 2 come together?" So, I guess we'll see them this season come together, but they came together organically, according to Jackie. They were at like some event, some party, they just started chatting, and it was organic from there. I mean, okay, Jackie, if you say so, okay, we hear you, girl. Or is it because you wanted to save yourself a spot on Real Housewives of New Jersey? So you figure since, your storyline kind of like ran dry. So it's like, okay, let me like buddy up with Teresa and maybe I can be a friend of. That's where we are with Jackie. And I guess we'll expect to see their organic friendship come together on the show. All right. This is actually kind of a hot breaking situation. Jennifer Aiden and Teresa. I do want to preface this by saying it is quite convoluted. I'm not going to go into the entirety of it. I feel like there's still missing pieces to this story, and if you're wondering what exactly I'm talking about, Jennifer Aiden and Teresa have been caught paying bloggers to basically put them in a good light and not talk about Melissa Gorga and whoever else that they don't like in a good light. So you guys are watching me right now, and I mean, mine's like a fairly new channel. Nobody knows me here, but let's make that change. Um, it's like saying someone's paying me to talk positively about them, and then whatever housewife on the franchise they don't like, I will make bashful post. So then you're going on, who was it? Oh my god. The the blog page or the Instagram page is called Melissa's Old Nose. And she was basically being paid for years and years. This has been going on. So that's like one piece to this. It's one thing if it's like, there's a couple bloggers we see, like they're pretty big, they have genuine connections and friendships with like some of these housewives and Bravo personalities. That's one thing. Like you're genuine friends with someone and you don't want to like rip them to shreds. You can be somewhat objective, but like you don't want to go in. I can understand that. But this is full on being on someone's payroll so that you talk good things about them and have positive posts about them. So that's like part one of this whole situation. The other part is Jennifer Aiden. There's receipts on this actually. She was sending out screeners to this blogger, Melissa's Old Nose. And the fact that we have to keep saying Melissa's Old Nose in this story is like the funniest thing to me. Anyways, but like that's her handle, Gabrielle. That's the person, and the handle is Melissa's Old Nose. Okay. So the second part is Aiden was sending out screeners. You cannot do that. Those screeners, sometimes bloggers and like the housewives themselves, they will get an early cut of the episode. It might be the final version that airs live on TV, or it's kind of like maybe like 90-95% of the final cut, but it's enough so that you know like what's to come. And then let's say one of the housewives is being interviewed by, I don't know, like Us Weekly. So then Us Weekly, they might get a screener so that they're well prepared for the interview because they know what will happen in the next episode that is just about to air. And I feel like we are crossing some sort of like privacy laws here. Like, I always think about it this way. I know like this is like reality TV, but let's say these folks signed on as an employee of a corporation. When you sign your employment contract, there's clear like privacy like laws and like language in place. Like if you do this, you know, and so forth. So I feel like this is kind of like tangible to go after Jennifer Aiden. I don't know if Teresa did the same thing, but we have clear evidence by the blogger Melissa's Old Nose that Jennifer Aiden has been sharing this info, the screeners. So two things. They're paying bloggers. They or Jennifer Aiden is sharing a screener. Um, Andy already doesn't like Jennifer Aiden, and now I feel like this is going to give him even more ammunition to dislike her even more or go hard on her. And I feel like this is ammunition for some of the other ladies. And I'm just going to end up on this piece by saying, look, the fans, the audience over the years were a lot smarter. We see like right through it. I'm sure there's, you know, housewives like leaking stuff to bloggers all the time so that they can kind of like get ahead on a narrative or kind of like share their piece with the blogger and then the blogger shares it. I get all of that. That's like all fine and dandy, but that's the blogger doing their own thing and agreeing to like post or whatever. That's fine. I mean, it's not really fine, but like I get it. But paying someone, sharing screeners, this is tangible. Anyways, it's quite convoluted. I haven't even scratched the surface, and I just don't understand why this blogger turned on Jennifer Aiden, and I feel like, and Teresa too, I guess. I just feel like that's the missing piece. Until we have that information, this is just like breaking news, and we don't have all the info yet. All right, moving on to the Fudas. I don't even know where to begin because New Jersey, I can't, oh my God, it was on so long ago. And then with all the other Bravo shenanigans going on with all the other shows being on pause, shows taking a while to come back, shows like Dubai and Jersey being filmed, but then being held for whatever reason. So I had to like think, I'm like, wait, why is like John Fuda on Two Teas in a Pod and just in general, why is he going so hard against Louis and Teresa? And then I'm like, "Oh, yes, yes." Last year, when the Fudas came on to the scene, we had Louis going hard on everyone and being like, "Well, I got PI after you, you." Like, it's just so, like, dirty and slimy in Jersey. Like, they're not just living their lives, they are, like, going out of their way to dig up dirt on someone. So it's like, "I got something on you, so don't even, like, come for me, because I will let out your dirty laundry." And I guess when Louis couldn't find much maybe on John Fuda, he ended up, this was like kind of all alleged, by the way. Basically, they were bugging his, I don't think they were married, but his baby mama, his oldest son's mom, who's like, I can't remember if she's if she was doing time somewhere, but basically they got a hold of her and they were trying to get dirt from her about John Fuda, which is just so grimy, so slimy. Like you guys get what I'm saying. So I can understand why the Fudas would be pissed off at Louis. And then we have to remember the fake apologies, the apologizing tour that Louis was doing. The other men, and I guess the other women too, whoever he apologized to during the reunion, everyone else kind of like took it, or they were just like so over it. They kind of like accepted it. Not John Fuda. He was like, no. He looked Louis straight in the eye and basically was not having it. And that's kind of where these two men left it off. So the Fudas, Louis Ruelas, Teresa, we're gonna see what the whole situation is between these four this season. Now, going back to these four. Uh, where is all my stuff? There we go. All right, so these four. For Teresa, I feel like whoever is good pals with her nemesis, Melissa Gorga, Teresa will hate on them automatically. So the Fudas, Rachel Fuda, sorry girl, Teresa will automatically hate on you. Now, John Fuda, he has been quite vocal himself, and it's like him versus Louis, and then like Teresa also. So I don't know how this is going to play out, but it seems like it's going to be an insane season. We don't watch Jersey for the cute little luncheons and like, oh, what are the socialites of like Franklin, is it Franklin Lakes? Like that's not why we watch Jersey. Jersey isn't like some of our other housewives, like Beverly Hills, New York, like when that all started, even Atlanta, we kind of, and OC of course, we wanted to see like what are these women doing behind, gated communities. Like that was kind of like what they were. Meanwhile, Jersey always had like that like mobster aspect to it. Like it was like grimy from the start. Anyways, I feel like we had to do just like a mini recap because what the heck is going on in Jersey in the current day and what can we see spill over from last season? Guys, I cover Housewives, Bravo Labs, Vanderpump Rules, and just, fun pop culture stuff. You can find me here on YouTube. Definitely subscribe. I'm obviously going to cover Jersey once this season starts. Well, I'm already covering it now. And of course, you can always find me on TikTok and Instagram. Ciao for now.